What's up, guys? Got another re-uploaded Pokemon battle for you today. It's going to be that same UU team from the last battle. Not much more to say, really. Just going to let past me take it away. I got my Crobat lead against his Entei lead, which, Entei, one of the few things this team can't handle very well. Not quite sure what item it's going to be, considering it did lead. I guess it just led because it did. He doesn't seem to have a very good lead at all on his team. I suppose he does. I don't know. All I know is I'm going to use Crobat as scouting fodder to see what he's going to do. I'm going to go for U-turn. I'm faster, so that tells me he's not scarfed at least. There we go. That's useful. I need to pick someone to switch to. I could go to Chestnut as like a, resist Stone Edge, but, get wrecked by Sacred Fire, and the opposite thing for Arcanine with Intimidate. In the end, I opt to go middle ground with Blastoise, because, yeah, it's middle ground, and he misses Stone Edge anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. So now Blastoise is in. I know he's going to switch. He's obvious, because I'm going to kill it if he doesn't. The question is, what does he go to? He could go to Shaman, or he could go to Florge. Either one gets hit by either Water Pulse or Ice Beam. You guys know which one does better. So I go for Water Pulse, just because he goes to Florge, which, well, it's technically the better switch he made for the move I went for. It still does nothing, so I'm going to have to switch out. I'm going to go to Crobat, because Crobat is a good It's good. What do you say, shutter downer? Or it shuts down Florge really well because it has Taunt for its defensive moves, like it likes to carry, and it resists Fairy, so it's a good play to make. But he sees this one coming and goes to Swampert, which is just great. I don't know what set it's going to be. It could do anything at this point. I don't know. So I could Taunt to stop a Mega Rain Dance. Nah, I'm just going to U-turn just to scout it because Chestnut's a decent counter of it. It goes for Skull, doesn't get the burn. I'm happy. It turns out that this Swampert probably could have done a number on this Chestnut, but I didn't know that at the time. I got nothing really, I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to go for Spikes, and he brings Forretress straight in, which is just fantastic. He could spin, or he could put up hazards of his own. I could Spiky Shield, predicting him to spin, but nah, I'm just going to go to Blastoise, because if he wants to put hazards up, I can just spin him away. The thing is, though, I could do it now, but there's no point because he's just going to put him back up, seeing as he's still in. So I elect to try and kill it. Water Pulse does a lot, which I'm really happy to see. It's clean 2-hit KO. However, I predict him to go to Shaman this turn, predicting me to Water Pulse again, because it seems to be the thing I'm in here to do. So Shaman just sounds kind of obvious, so I'm going to go for Ice Beam, and it pays off nicely because he comes in, and I do freeze it, but me and him end up having like a little mini debate here. The freeze didn't matter because he has Natural Cure, and I would have switched out this turn anyway, because, even now, I'm still afraid he's going to do a one-turn Thaw and smack me with a Seed Flare, and for that reason, I do think I switched to Crobat to dodge it, or not dodge it, but you know what I mean, quad resist it. So I go out to Crobat, and in comes Florge, which is great for me, because like I said, Crobat is a good it's a good counter to Florge. So I'm going to go for Taunt, because it will shut it down, and if he does elect to attack, Moonblast does nothing to Crobat, because I think it's quad resisted. I don't know. Does Flying resist Fairy? I'm still not entirely sure. But regardless, I resist it. I know that. So I taunt it, and he hits me with a Psychic? What? Whoa. Okay, not something I predicted. Let's see. Psychic, I guess that makes sense, because like I said, Crobat is a good counter to Florge, and Psychic would obviously alleviate that problem. Alright, okay, so I need to switch out. Let's go. I'm going to go to Blastoise, because I know it could take a Psychic fairly well, and it does. And I can get a spin-off. I mean, logically, I should just go straight to Snorlax, but I want those spikes gone, and this is kind of a decent time to do it, right? So I'll go for spin, goes off, and then he hits me with a Giga Drain. Okay. What? This Florge turns out to be a sweeper set with these 3 attacks. He goes for Moonblast here. I knew he wasn't gonna Psychic, so I figured that Crobat is a good switch, and then I can U-turn out, do whatever I want, I suppose. It's just for damage purposes. I don't really know why I did that, but regardless, I'm just gonna go to. I could go to Arcanine if he wants to. I don't know. I suppose I could try and kill it with Arcanine, but I elect to go with Snorlax, because Snorlax just kind of makes sense. You can see why. Psychic does nothing. Moonblast isn't going to do much more, and in return, I can hit it with a really, really good Body Slam. I mean, the Wall variant of Florge took like nearly 50% from an unboosted Body Slam from this Snorlax, so that's good. However, I predict him to go to Forretress here, to take advantage of the fact Snorlax can't really touch it, and then put some hazards up. So I go to Arcanine, but he goes to Swampert, and like, crap. Okay, I can't exactly touch Swampert at all with this Arcanine. So I switch out to Chestnut as like my way of choice of counter. He goes for Stealth Rock. I kind of need to get rid of that at some point. I go for Drain Punch because I figured Shaman would come in to dodge either Leech Seed or some kind of grass move, seeing as I did bring Chestnut in. So I go for Drain Punch to try and hit it. And it doesn't do anything to Forretress because, damn it, Forretress is too bulky. So I know he's going to put hazards up. I have to go into Blastoise now or he's not going to be able to come in later. And I'm just going to go for Spin. I don't want hazards on my side of the field, so I need to get rid of them. Don't really know what he's going to do, but as long as he doesn't have Volt Switch, I should be fine to hit him afterwards. So I go for Spin, in comes Swampert. Here it is. Alright, I don't want hazards on my side. He goes for Ice Beam predicting Chestnut. Nope, not going to do that because, like I'm about to say, I'm not going to switch. I don't want hazards on my side of the field. If I have to lose Blastoise in an attempt to keep hazards off my side of the field, I will do that. I'm going to go for Spin here to get rid of them, as he probably will try and kill me with anything he wants because I'm at 3%. Literally anything can kill me, so I'm going to go for Spin. But he switches into Forretress. Now, this was a really weird play. I don't understand why he did it, because now he has no hazards, and I'm faster than both of his hazard setters, and I can kill them. I'm free to hit things with this Blastoise. I don't know if he potentially went to Forretress for fodder, because he brings Shaman in now, and I'm like, well, I have to get the hell out, because he's about to Seed Flare, or do something to Blastoise. I didn't know what to do at this point, if I'm perfectly honest, because he's I could go to Snorlax, but Shaman likes to puncture holes in special walls with that double drop-off Seed Flare. So I go to Crobat thinking he's going to do that, but if he doesn't, it's just basically fodder. And he goes for Air Slash, which is actually really good information for me. It tells me that Chestnut cannot sit in on this thing. I'm going to go to Arcanine. Oddly enough, I'm not faster because I have min speed, or I don't have any speed investment. I'm a bulky set of Arcanine, so I'm going to have to go for E-Speed to finish it off, but I can do it. That's why I have E-Speed on the bulkiest set. In comes Tyrantrum to take it. That's fine because I have a great counter to it in the form of Chestnut, because I think the best thing you can do is Fire Fang, and Chestnut can hit it back, and Spiky Shield, and I have Rocky Helmet, and all this sort of good stuff. He predicts this, however, which is a good double switch on his part. I didn't see that coming. In comes Shaman. Like I said, I can't stay in. So even though I didn't want to go to Snorlax before, before it was because Seed Flare was an option, but I have to go into it now to take whatever he wants to dish out. And in comes Entei. I think, well, this is okay. I can take Sacred Fire because I do resist it. But he burns me, which is, ugh. But then again, I paralyze him, so it's sort of like, like here. In fact, Sacred Fire is more likely to do it, so I guess I got luckier. But regardless, 30% is still nothing to scoff at. That's why Scold is so good. I'm just going to go for Rest here, because if he wants to stay in and try and hit me, I only have one more turn left before he's going to kill me the next turn. So in comes Swampert now. Like I said, don't want hazards up, so I go straight to Blastoise. If he kills it, fine, because I have a way of dealing with it. I have Scarf Azelf with Grass Knot. Hopefully, he won't expect it, because how often do you see Azelf as a Scarf or a Sweeper? And then how often do you see Grass Knot? And he doesn't expect it. I get Grass Knot off. This is fantastic. That's it. I'm doing a little dance right now. He has no hazard setters left, which is just fantastic for me because I hate having them having hazards on my side of the field. He brings an Entei. I don't care. Well, I do care, but I'm doing a little dance right now. And there we go. Dance over. He crits me with E-Speed. He said, sorry, dude, but in reality, it happens, and I've had a bit of hacks on my side. This sort of forces me to switch here because I don't know if another one would kill. I don't quite know how crits work when it comes to attack drops and stuff. So I'm just going to do the same plan I did last time against a Banded Entei's E-Speed and go into Chestnut for Rocky Helmet damage. And he goes into Tyrantrum, which is brilliant for me because this is a great matchup. I'm going to go for Drain Punch, just not wanting it to set up. In comes Entei. And it does a decent amount of damage, but I have to switch again. This time I'm pretty sure he's going to Sacred Fire, and he does, which is great because I intimidate it and I resist it. This is good. This is what this Arcanine is sort of there to do, is give an extra layer of resistances, if you will. So I'm going to Morning Sun here because if he stays in, I can't kill him and he can kill me. But Tyrantrum comes in, and now I have to switch out to Chestnut. He gets a DD up. Am I scared? Not as much as I probably should be, but regardless, I'm going to get a Leech Seed off. If he has Fire Fang, he potentially could kill me? I don't know. I don't know the exact numbers. I don't do calcs. But I get Leech Seed up, and here I predicted him to predict me to Spiky Shield because it's kind of the play to make. He got greedy and went for another one, and I hit him with a Drain Punch, and after that, it's pretty much GG Nari for Tyrantrum. So yeah, I've dealt with that problem. Chestnut's at full health, which is brilliant, and he's basically sort of admitted defeat here. He was talking to me in the chat saying that he shouldn't have been so over-predict-y with his with the hazard setters because Blastoise really was allowed to stay in for much longer than he should have been, and he actually. I think he basically admitted defeat. But in comes Shaman. I don't think it's over yet. It's far from over with Entei and Shaman, two very big physical hitters. Oh, it's not. Sorry, a very big physical hitter and a very big special hitter. Sorry, I've got my words mixed up. I need to switch here. I absolutely need to switch because obviously he's going to hit me with Air Slash or something. So, I don't know. At this point, Arcanine is looking really good against his team, so I'm just going to bring him in. He goes for aromatherapy, which gets rid of the paralysis on his Entei, but I'm just going to go for E-Speed, finish off Shaman, and I think at this point he just forfeits, which is unfortunate, but, it's just one of those things. I guess he didn't think he could come back from all of that, so. Yeah, his position was pretty terrible at that point. Some good plays on both sides, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever it is. I'll be there. Take care.